Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another live. I am just about to look at the charts, but I have a virus which I have not been able to clear. Okay, now it's gone. Well, what's going on guys? Hope you guys all had a good weekend. Mine was chill. Back to another trading week, back to the charts. Monday, 12 a.m., 9:30 London set, New York sesh. So what's happening on the charts? I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown. We had a missed entry, unfortunately, a very, very, very close missed entry. But then again, it was not during my trading times. But then again, so was that trade, which actually ate up my losses and gave me a bit of profit at the end of last week, well, yesterday. So pretty much, what have I been seeing so far? I've marked the daily open. I found London lows and London highs. London highs have actually been run, and price had come all the way up. It's broken through all the highs of the day and past the daily open, and we came to this special fair value gap here. Why is it special? Well, I was looking at this area, and I'm pretty sure if you look at my previous live streams, then you will see that I actually said looking for this fair value gap to be tapped into, because it is in line with this order block, and that's something I've been looking into a little bit more with my entries, because I realized that my entries aren't as great and they could be better if I incorporate the order block. So that was a nice area I was looking to trade from, but as you can see, the execution would have been at 28.48. Price only came up to, was $3 off, $3. So unfortunately we missed that. I wanted to take these trades, but we didn't get that because, of course, it's not in my trading time. But we are in my trading time now. So what is my overall bias? What's going on? What trades am I looking for? Well, look, we're trading at a heavy premium up here for the day. Oh, here we go again. Alright, so this is the virus I was talking about. Oh, okay, it's gone. Usually they come back over and over and again, and I have to just sit there and keep closing them. But anyways, we won't let that distract us. What kind of bias am I looking for? What did I see? Well, as I said, we had that really strong push up towards the end of London, which broke through all highs of the day. It actually set the daily high. We tapped into that fair value gap, which was in line with the order block, but unfortunately I missed that. I am looking for shorts, and to be honest, this would have been a great area to take it, but unfortunately it is just not in my trading plan to trade during those times. I was very tempted, like I really wanted to, and honestly, if it did like tap into the order block, I probably still would not have traded it, because it would have happened so fast. I would have considered, like, should I trade against my plan, should I not, and then boom, would have missed it. So technically would have still stuck to my plan. Technically I still stuck to my plan. Right, and get rid of that. The only reason why that line was there was to mark the bottom of the order block. So we got another line up here. What's this one for? Let me have a quick look, because I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest. Okay, so it was just the high of the week by the looks of it. Or at least the high for the day. No, it was actually the high. Okay, this is where all the buy stops of the past like 2 weeks were taken. I think the 2 weeks, yeah, roughly the 2 weeks were taken, setting this new high. I don't expect this high to be broken. That's why I wanted to tap into this fair value gap here, because why? Let me tell you why. If that high was to not be broken, then pretty much I want to take sells off of the closest highs to that. So coming into today, the closest one I saw was obviously this high. So I looked into price and figured out, okay, if price was to come here and reject, like, what would I need to see? Obviously the fair value gap, got the order block, and yeah, had price shifting market structure, taken out these lows, engineering buy stops, boom, boom, boom. So essentially that's why. What am I looking for now? Honestly, the same thing, and I'm actually really glad we got this run high. So after taking out the lows, obviously sell stops, buy stops. Now we've come up, we've run through these buy stops, and now I'm looking for my entry. I'm looking for, and I mean, I don't want to say I know price is going down. Also, this is a little bit off center, I think. Is that a bit better? Yeah, it's a bit better. Alright, sweet. So yeah, looking for short opportunities. So what am I currently looking for now? Well, I've seen sort of these swing lows be formed, smash through those. What that's telling me is that buy stops were engineered, so it looks like buy stops were taken. We've had that aggressive sell-off here. Once again, shifting market structure. And now, what am I looking for? Well, I'm not really too keen on taking any sells unless we come back up above these areas, to be honest. If price remains low, if it trades back into the London range, then not too keen. I really like how price was in trading in such a premium up here. These would have been some very nice trades to take. So I'm hoping here that this dig, let's go into the 1 minute time frame. Looks like we've balanced this fair value gap here. Is it significant? Honestly, not too sure, but it looks like it has been balanced. Taken out sell stops, sell stops. I can see this nice little double top situation here, to be honest. I would love for this to be run. And from what I can see, here is the fair value gap. Here is the order block, which I'm looking for. Because after the rally, you know, we were making these these swing lows, higher and higher and higher, until we created these upwards closing candles, which led to the downwards closing candles, opening up a fair value gap, shifting market structure. That is the order block I'm looking for. So I can say for sure the trade I am looking to take tonight, is from the bottom of this wick. So from 20778, I want to take a short position targeting London lows. Right there. Well, I want to sweep those buy stops there. I can remove this. So essentially what I'm looking for is some sort of run on buy stops. Boom. Into a fair value gap within the order block in a premium market. Perfect, if you ask me. It's raining a lot outside. It's very peaceful, to be honest, isn't it? Leave. It's a very peaceful trading session. Alright, so I'm going to set some alerts. Don't know why that's there. Because I also want to check on the dollar index and see if my correlation... but first I'll plug this into FTX. So 2827 being my stop loss. 2827. And I want to take out these sell stops. 20445. And we'll do about 1%. Wait, that's not right. Okay, because price is still trading down here. I mean, what if I did a limit and say, never played around with limits here before. 20778. Put up 1%. $1,000 account, $10. Okay, so I have set my entry point. Just want to double confirm. This one right here. See, that was a nice tap. That's a nice entry there, but yeah, not in the trading plan. So do we put it here, because this fair value gap was technically kind of balanced there. Also, okay, sorry, I hope my audio wasn't too bad. Should be a bit better now. I just realized I left the microphone behind the computer. So now I'm thinking, do I take my entry as soon as we tap into here, or do I take my entry within the order block but in the fair value gap, like say here? Now I know it doesn't make too much of a difference, but I want to do things right, and I want to have a system to it. Because what will my system say if, like, for example, this shouldn't be there? Then there, fair value gap. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm going to put it right above here because technically that part of the fair value gap was not balanced. So my entry is 20783. 20783. There we go. I don't really want to leave a limit. Well, use the limit order, to be honest. I would much rather market execution. But yeah, my alert is there. So we'll see what happens. So let's see. In the dollar index, what we should be seeing is some sort of melt and then a rally. So I'm looking for price to tap into some sort of discount array and rally from there. Price is rallying pretty hard. So maybe this is where we see the pullback and then the push to the upside, which will then in turn pull BTC down. Look at this, beautiful. Buy stops. Boom, taken. Clean. So where do we see the reversal? Where do we see price going to next? Fair value gap. Then where would the order block be? What shifted market structure? I mean, this is a tricky one, but I see double top here, which is broken by here. Downwards closing candles. So I would say this section of candles here. Did it create a fair value gap? Not to the upside. Oh no, it did right there. Well, there's your fair value gap. So downwards closing candles, opening a fair value gap, shifted market structure, then price resumed. That's nice. Buy stops, sell stops, rally, boom, fair value gap, and we off. So that means I would need to look for, where was it again? Right here. So price to tap into this area here. So ideally for the dollar index, I would like to see that drop down and bounce from there. But BTC is looking pretty weak. But what I do like is this right here. This action. This resistance. That's what I want to see price break through. I want to see people try and come up here and sell it off as like a quadruple top or something with their stops above there. And their buy stops is going to be my entry liquidity, and it's going to be beautiful. Hopefully. Entry liquidity, is that even a thing? I'm honestly not too sure. Alright, so let's go. I'll look at the FTX chart because it's a little bit quicker. That's right, because I'm on the 3 minute. That tripped me out for a sec. I was like, wait, candles look a little bit different. But we're on the 3 minute. 20783. So right in there. Bro, stop. Okay, then we'll leave targets there. So we want to be taking shorts in here somewhere, taking profits down here somewhere. like how they always have that indicator. Get rid of it. Disgusting. Come on, I want to see a nice rally. I'm thinking about doing research like while I'm live streaming. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. So while we're waiting for price to set up, we can be learning at the same time too. Come on, give me the rally. I see the setup. But again, if price runs, price runs. Okay, I have one alert set there. I'm going to set another one like just below because I want to be kept aware. I kind of want to change this to black. Nicer. Alright, so here's the list of things I want to research. I've already been doing some for Clima DAO, as you can see. Boom, 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 boom. It's not too much, it's not too structured. At the moment, I'm just gathering a bit of data, I guess, on it. And once I have all the data, all the information, I essentially just read through it, yeah, and cut the fat, trim the fat, reorganize it, make it a little bit better, turn it into a little report. It's the best way for me to understand it. That's the only one I've done, and these are all the ones I want to do. Some you are familiar, some I have good, like lots of experience with. Some are trash, and the only reason why I'm doing it is because I am asked to by a friend. So here they are. I'm probably gonna, we'll start with Rose Token, because I saw that come up somewhere. Rose Token will be interesting. Let's have a look at the charts again. I reckon, what if we do like this? I wonder how this is gonna be seen on stream. Okay, you can't see my full screen. So I do like that. I'm just trying to see. So you see where, oh really, just up to here? Okay, so if I drag this in and I'll put this here, so I'm just trying to sort out my stuff. Put that. Okay, I can sort of see what's going on there. Great thumbnail for the stream. Not too sure if that was sarcasm, because I didn't think that it was. I just couldn't find the thumbnail which I wanted to use, and I was in a bit of a rush, so that's why I used that thumbnail. Okay, so I want to have a look at Rose. From what I'm aware of, it is on the Oasis network, and it's just sort of their utility token or something. So let's have a little look. So built on Ethereum. Have a look into there. So I want to see price action. Not too important since I'm doing like the fundamental and the research into the token. Oasis network. So it had a peak at 60 cents. It's just dumped from there. When did the dump happen? Where was the high? Interesting. Come on, Bitcoin. Okay, so Oasis is a leading privacy-enabled, scalable Layer 1 blockchain. Okay, so Oasis is a Layer 1 blockchain. High throughput, low gas fees, a secure architecture for Web3. Okay, so yeah, it's just a Layer 1 blockchain. There's nothing new. Scaling it and evolving it from infancy to maturity. How? Tell me how. Supported by top industry backers. Okay. Projects on the network. Oasis Labs, the ecosystem tech. BMW. Okay, that doesn't tell me too much. See, there's a lot of stuff they tell you about that doesn't really matter in my opinion. I'll tell you what matters when I see it. But at the moment, BTC is melting and we're actually back into the London range, unfortunately. I did not want to see that happen because then it's kind of hard for me to get an entry. But let's see if this is just some sort of, you know, bearish trick. Before we go long, sweep people out, take out these highs, and then go short from there. That is the trade plan which I have in mind. And it doesn't look too bad on the larger time frames. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, like, we could see a candle spike up from there, then, like, it's literally Bitcoin, so I wouldn't fade it just yet. My alerts are set. That's all good. Let's continue researching. Separates consensus and execution into two layers. Consensus layer and for better scalability and increased versatility. Okay, so they've split the workload. I guess this is just a little thing to help it run a bit quicker. Separation of consensus allows for multiple to process transactions in parallel, meaning complex workloads processed on one paradigm where it's slow down faster, simpler transactions on another. That makes sense. So they've got like their own way of keeping transactions quick and smooth. They can run in parallel. It's the only layer 1 blockchain with narrative support for rollups at the consensus layer. Okay, that's interesting. So I don't know of any other blockchains that do this. Maybe because what they're speaking is facts. Maybe they are the only layer 1 that does that. But what does that mean? Like, it's the only layer 1 blockchain with native support. What did I say? Narrative support. With native support for rollups at the consensus layer. Let's see what they have to say about rollups. The paradigm layer is entirely decentralized, allowing anyone to develop and build their own paradigm. Each paradigm can be developed in isolation to meet needs of a specific application, such as confidential compute, open or closed. Okay, so this is giving me like Polkadot vibes. So it says like on the paradigm layer, like the paradigm layer is decentralized, so anyone's able to build and like develop on it. I can't hear you. Really? Audio input seems alright. If you're still on the stream, Omar, can you let me know if you can hear me? Because it should be working. Turn up a little bit louder. Okay. I'll put this like here. Alright, sweet. So yeah, where was I? I should probably be taking these notes, to be honest. So Rose tokens, I want to say, on token layer 1. What? Yeah, token. Oasis, I guess, it's called split. Okay, so just some quick notes here. Token layer 1. And yeah, we'll go through these and yeah, change up the notes after. Just want to learn more about this because I don't know much about it. So yeah, it's essentially layer 1. That was more efficient than sharding and parachains. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say it reminds me of Polkadot because Polkadot has the main. It's like layer 0, but then you can build your own blockchain on top of it, creating layer 1 blockchains on the layer 0. And that's what this reminds me of, the paradigm layer. It's completely decentralized, allowing anyone to develop and build their own paratime. So this is interesting. I'm going to put that on here. The network's sophisticated discrepancy detection makes Oasis more efficient than sharding and parachain. So that's what it's called on Polkadot. It's the parachains. Sharding, I guess the term used on Ethereum, or maybe other blockchains too. Requiring a smaller replication factor for the same level of security. So the network's sophisticated discrepancy detection makes Oasis more efficient than sharding and parachains, requiring a smaller replication factor for the same level of security. Okay, that makes sense. So with with parachains, I know they share the same security. So the layer 1 blockchains built upon this layer 0 Polkadot, they share security. But I don't understand the real in-depth technical reasons, like what's required for them to share security. I just thought if you build upon it, then security shared. But it says here that there is something that's required called a replication factor. So I'm going to chuck this into Google as well, because it's always good to Google things you don't know much about. It's a little quick read about Oasis replication factor. It's equivalent to the number of nodes where data are replicated. Data is replicated to multiple. Okay, this kind of makes sense, but not really. Equivalent number of nodes where data are replicated. Okay, kind of makes sense when you read it, but it's hard to explain, which means I probably don't understand it as well as I think I do. There are 3 paratimes built by the Oasis core team already on the network. So I guess those are the layer 1 blockchains in like a parachain equivalent, Polkadot equivalent. Emerald paratime, the EVM compatible paratime. It's built to solve the problems faced by Solidity developers. So high fees, low throughput. Emerald solves both of these problems by increasing the throughput of transactions to up to 1,000 per second, reducing fees by 99% compared to Ethereum. This means more users will be able to build on the network. Okay, that's interesting. So here's one of the paratimes. Cipher paradigm. The confidential smart contract paratime will hold the features that Oasis is uniquely capable of supporting. Privacy preserving smart contracts. As with Emerald, it boasts high throughput, instant finality, and low fees with added privacy preserving features. Cipher enables decentralized exchanges to stop front-running transactions. NFT users to protect their assets privately can potentially unlock trillions in credit and lending markets from the traditional finance. I want to know how they do that, but this is interesting, how they can stop front-running. Sapphire. Okay, so they got Cipher and Sapphire paratime and the parcels. So they got 4. It says here 3. Maybe because those 3 were built from Oasis, the core team, and it was someone else. Anyways, it's confidential Ethereum. Oh shit! I just realized my trades weren't in play. Okay, well look, we melted right through these lows. That's annoying because I literally said on Twitter today that the London lows were looking juicy, and I didn't get the trade. Fuck. Oops. So what do I do here? I guess in this situation, this was literally, just like a missed trade. Price did not come to where I wanted it to. It did, initially, up here would have been very nice, but it was not in my trading time. So, yeah, rip. What do I do here? Oh well, look at it, just absolutely melting. Where are we going? Next stops, these lows. Well, trade idea was there. I guess the stream's done. Literally just missed my trade, so I might just end the stream here and do my own research, to be honest. There's not too much going on. Nice quick one. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. I guess like there's nothing else for me to really stream unless anyone who's online has any questions. I will give you guys a few minutes. I don't even know if I have any viewers. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Oh, the thumbnail does look sick. Okay, it looked different when I was like configuring the settings. Alright, that's it guys. I'm off. As you can see, like the trade played out. Maybe I should use this as a little clip for what's it called? Some shorts. Doesn't always play out in your favor. I'll just record that now. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching another stream. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully the trade plays out, comes to our entry before it decides to run, and I'll take profits. So, thanks for watching. I'm just trying to find a way to close this.